Welcome back to Between the Ashes, the growing silence here on Paladin Gaming. We're going into the I believe 19th mission, V et Animo. Judging by that splash screen, I'm pretty sure we know what it is.
Your attention, everyone. We've got a lot to get through. None of it good. As we feared, Amanu Station's hydroponics are struggling to keep up with the increased strain. The LNA has been unable to recover any equipment from the biostations over Lighten 1 after Inidam's latest attack. Unless we can find a way through the node blockades, or the LNA can work something out with their hydroponics, we have no choice but to continue with emergency rationing. The Alcarnal class habitats, Whiskey and Lima, are currently moving to the Autocloud. The SDS has several smaller outposts in the region that have yet to see any Inidam activity, and the hope is that the bulk of our population will be secure there for a few more weeks at least. Habitat Bravo suffered a drive failure after an Inidam attack 2 days ago, and can't currently make the jump, so it's here at Amanu for the time being. Lastly, the STX mining facility has become too much of a liability to defend, and personnel on board made the decision to abandon the facility. It became Inidam scrap about 2 hours ago, not long after evac was completed. Habitat Bravo has some capacity left, but not enough for everyone, so get comfy. You'll have a few more roommates moving in over the next couple of hours.
It's June 14th, 2342.
I'm aware none of that is welcome news, and I'm afraid the update on Inidam 1's progress is just as grim. 30 minutes ago, the Inidam fleet destroyed the last STX mining station orbiting Lighten 2. The only thing between that fleet and us here at Amanu is the refueling site at BLUVL5. Projections put Inidam 1's arrival at 8 hours plus or minus 20 minutes. We must hold the line here. If there's one upside of Inidam's rampage across the system, it's that we've made good use of our time here at Amanu. If Inidam 1 brings its fleet to bear on this station, we're more than ready to retaliate in kind. Between our own warships and the PVNs, the LNA's beam cutters, and the Tierving platform supplied by the SDS, it is my professional opinion that we have the firepower to repel this attack and turn Inidam's own momentum against it. In the end, it all comes down to good flying.
Doesn't it always?
You have 4 hours. Eat, rest, and do whatever you need to prepare for what's coming. We need everyone at their absolute best. Frag briefings start at 21:15, and I expect every ship in the air by 2200. You'll liaise with Director Abe of Amanu's Air Wing while I coordinate with our cruiser elements. If you need stims from Medbay, now's the time.
Alright. New updates to the system map. I imagine so if everything's been blown up, but let's continue.
Pilots, let's get through this quickly so you can choose your loadouts and get in the air. LNA recon flights have reported a buildup of Inidam ships around the command carrier. It's coming right on schedule and we're ready for it. Those of you who were involved with the little heist at Lighten 1 may know where this is going. We expect Inidam 01 to throw everything it can at the station, and we've arranged overlapping defensive lines to dull the force of its attack. Amanu Station has no onboard turrets, but is protected by a series of 8 flat cannon sentries. These are now supplemented by 2 artillery platforms courtesy of the Second Dawn Society. When the attack begins, the Harewood, Marion, Nubia, Chicxulub, and Dwemetaf will take up positions within the sentry screen. The GTA's Captain Jers has tactical authority over these units' formation. The SDS Izanami and the LNA's Sea Fleet will form a second line of defense. Their missile launchers have performance close to the GTA Siren missile and an effective range of just under a click. Dr. Sarno's Lavoisier will provide holographic support. After his performance at Wayfarer Station, Elias Pendergast has volunteered the opportunity for search and rescue. His gunners will do what they can to intercept torpedoes that make it past the flak screen. We can't predict what specific position Anidem 01 will take up around the station, but its previous attacks have given us a general idea. We know it tends to come in close to bring its heavy Gauss cannons to bear on the primary target, supplemented by bomber wings from its hangar. The Lovelace, Shenkuo, and Shannon are monitoring subspace traffic around the station. Their sensor suites will give Captain Jare's units a few extra seconds to get into position, and once the battle starts, they'll give us advance warning of incoming reinforcements. Tactical simulations project that our defense will be sufficient to hold back the worst of Anidem 01's arsenal, and it will likely adjust tactics to sweep static defenses. The flak and artillery platforms are expendable, but protect them if you can. The more we can force the attacking forces to split up, the easier time we'll have executing our own plan. Our counterattack consists of 3 phases. In the first phase, the GTA's 508th will prosecute Anidem 01's main turrets. We need those guns destroyed to preserve the station's hull integrity. But we also hope to force the carrier to call in for reinforcements. Karaha's drone controllers don't have any weapons of their own, and Morgen's gunships have relatively light armor, so Anidem will have to pull back some of its drones to cover their arrival, leaving it off balance. That's the cue for the second phase of our plan. Alpha Wing, you're in charge of space superiority during this phase of the operation. Beta Wing has primary responsibility for the anti-turret action. Continue your attack until Anidem calls in for reinforcements. In the unlikely event that it fails to do so, Captain Jares will lead a cruiser strike against the carrier, at which point you'll be called back to provide it with fighter cover. Zai and Kai wings will provide fighter cover for the station and our warships. Their main job is to deny space superiority to the enemy. The Anidem carrier will deploy overwhelming numbers, and keeping them under control will be crucial to our defense. Additionally, the PBN has transferred 4 Tauret heavy fighters to our hangar, which are being prepped for launch now. They'll use the callsign Rho and carry ballista missiles for long-ranged bomber suppression. Alpha 1, coordinate with this unit as you see fit. We'll be facing down enormous numbers, so we need our hangar intact. We're deploying our Hammer of Light assets around the bay to intercept anything that gets too close. They'll also provide an additional layer of torpedo interception. Nardi Wing is on standby with the Izanami until needed. They'll be dispatched to prosecute Anidem warships as the second stage of our plan ramps up.
I don't know that putting the Hammer of Lights as a critical position is a good idea.
Our defenses should be sufficient to bog down Anidem 01's attack. When Beta Wing deactivates the carrier's heavy turrets and a fast attack is off the table, it will likely call in backup, leaving its forces temporarily off balance. This gives us a brief window to clear a path from Amanu's fighter bay to Anidem 01's. Gunships and stealth controllers are our primary objective, but every drone killed tilts the balance in our favor. We don't know what forces Anidem will call in or where they'll arrive, so we'll need to be quick on our feet. It may have its warships jump in a safe distance away from the fighting, or it may deploy them aggressively towards the station. Our science ships will broadcast subspace noise to disrupt Anidem's arrival calculations as much as possible. When the path has been cleared, we'll move into the third and final phase. Early in the Anidem conflict, the GTA picked up a cache of Anubis fighters at the wreck of the GTE Carter. More recently, the Second Dawn Society led an operation to steal a group of Carillon mines from an Anidem salvage op. Our engineers have retrofitted several of these fighters as fireships. They've had their weapons, life support, and subspace drives removed and replaced with Carillon warheads and intelligence systems borrowed from stiletto missiles. Using AI to fight AI has a nice sense of irony to it. These fireships will use the callsign Sigma, and they'll set course for Anidem 01 as soon as they've launched. We've bolted on as much armor as we can, but without an onboard pilot, these ships will be extremely vulnerable. Alpha and Beta will provide escort, while all other fighters will protect Amanu Station and the remaining capital ships. From the Galicia op, we know that Anidem ships use internal worker drones as damage control teams. Analysis of previous engagements with Anidem 01 suggests it can quickly repair battle damage when it needs to. As such, our objective is not to destroy the carrier, but to force it to retreat. To that end, Sigma will attempt to ram the enemy fighter bay. We believe a single fireship has sufficient yield to knock the Bay out of commission, effectively crippling Anidem's offensive capabilities. Alpha and Beta, you'll want to pull away to avoid the blast. At this point, all fighters will fall back to secure the station. With its railguns and drones Bay offline, Anidem 01 will likely retreat, but it's proven hard to predict. Stick to the plan, knock out those guns, get the fireships in position, and keep your wits about you, and we'll all get through this. That's the plan for Amanu. Unfortunately, Habitat Bravo still has been unable to get underway. The Elcano space frame predates the 14 years war and has no tactical systems to speak of. In conjunction with the ship's large size and relatively thin plating, this means the Habitat's best chance of survival is to avoid drawing attention. We've parked it 15 clicks away from the station with a small flotilla. After much deliberation, myself and the other commanders have decided that these are all the ships we can spare. Bringing the Habitat closer to Amanu would expose it to Anidem 01's main guns, and allocating more ships to its defense puts the 13,000 lives on the station at undue risk. I understand this is difficult. As soldiers, we've all sworn an oath to protect the civilians under our care. So have our Vasudan colleagues, and I've been told the SDS have their own equivalent. Unfortunately, the military realities of this situation have forced our hand. Do your jobs, and let the force at Bravo do theirs.
And MO1's gonna hit Bravo first as a morale
We're
strike,
heading into
isn't
a
it?
complex situation with everything on the line. We've planned this operation to give us the best chance of survival, and we cannot spare pilots from any objective. Follow your orders to the letter, and be prepared to reorient when and if they change. Not to put too fine a point on it, we're asking you pilots and our warship crews to put your lives on the line more than you ever have before. I pray to whatever gods, saints, or ineffable cosmic forces may be out there that we don't lose a single life today. But the people in our care are counting on us. That's what we signed up for, and now more than ever, we have a responsibility, not only to the people on this station, but out there in the wider galaxy. Get to your ships, everyone, and let's do light and proud.
Alright, primary objectives: protect Amanu Station and survive. Secondarily, nothing. Huh, the Lokis are unlocked. Alright, I need to buy more locusts. Man. Own 344, available 300. If I own 344, why am I so short on them? I didn't think I did that much. Okay, good. It automatically allocated. Why did it give ballistas to the tiers? Whatever, we'll, Man, I do not like being this low on supplies. Alright, let's hit it. Amanu Station, last fortified outpost in Lighton.
I hate this waiting. It should have been here by now. Maybe it's not coming.
This is the last stop. It's got nowhere else to go.
Cut the chatter, pilots. Subspace sensors are spiking.
Which direction?
Stand by. We're triangulating a possible aperture position.
Right, you're just in time. Form up.
Got it. Port side, 5 clicks, 7 seconds. Incoming!
This is Nubia. We're adjusting vector.
Xi, Jibril, reposition for Intercept.
Kinetics incoming! All hands, brace for evasive maneuvers!
Set flag for torpedo intercept. Ibrahim, rotate the artillery platforms, now!
This is it. Stick to the plan, everyone. It's us or them.
Crap!
Damn it! They're all over me already. Skunk, I need cover.
Anidem-01 is prioritizing our defenses. Flak platforms are taking heavy fire. Without those to bottleneck the fighter bay, we're going to have trouble. A flak platform has been destroyed. We've lost a defense node. Watch out.
This is Lavoisier. Hollow emitters coming online now. Maybe that'll help.
Xi, protect the guns if you can.
Copy that, Amanu. We're on it. Tiger, you're with me. Break left.
Remember the plan, pilots. Beta, you're up first. Make your run and destroy all turrets. Alpha, you're on it. Keep Beta intact.
Beta Wing, let's move. Pick your targets and advance.
We're right behind you, Beta 1.
Incoming hostile signatures.
God, this is...
I'm going in. Bart, cover me. Damn it, Hermes. Where are you?
Alpha and Beta, looks like a wing of Corrigan-class fighters. Designation Galati is targeting you. Watch your back.
So Animo 1 is, it marks as shooting Beta 1.
Chicxulub here. Position is set and the plasma core is hot. Stand clear for beam fire, pilots.
The time for redemption is here.
I'm pulling your diagnostics now, Alpha 1.
Shit.
Who's ready to fight robots?
We got Animo 1 down to 50%. Let's kill it.
Instruments are picking up incoming subspace activity. Possible gunships incoming.
Good work, pilots. That's what we wanted. Alpha and Beta, pull back and prepare phase 2. We will need a path cleared for fireships.
I'm in a sticky situation. We've got incoming.
Oh shit, I got on the wrong
Corrigan-class
side of
gunships in the
it.
field. They're vectoring in on the station. Xi, Kai, that's you. Take them down.
Captain, should we assist?
Negative. Keep those cannons focused on the car. Hang on. 2 Karaheads converged. Watch for stealth fighters.
We've lost contact with artillery platform 2. Emoji 1 has been destroyed.
This bodes ill. We must destroy those ships.
I agree, Chicxulub. You're with me. Married Anubia.
Close in on the boost. We've got the assisting.
Habitat Bravo, we're detecting hostile marks in your CZ. What's your status?
Affirmative, Amanu. One wing of Gradlons has engaged. We're handling it the best we can.
Row, form up. You shall provide escort.
The drones have destroyed a defense platform.
We copy.
There goes Emoji 2.
Alpha, protect the chicks. They must be trying to split us up. Hold as long as you can.
Get clear. Emoji 3 is going down.
There goes a flak platform. Protect them if you can. Anubis has taken down Flex 7. There's too many of them! Pilots, Flex Green is down 50%. Work with the cruiser's guns for cover.
The nuclear has met the enemy in battle.
We've got a hull breach on deck 34.
Emoji 4 is burning out.
This is the Lavoisier. My hollow emitters are still intact, but my ship's hurting.
Bombers incoming. Gradlons and E's configuration.
Amanu Station, reporting point defense saturation. Our hull is starting to take damage. Angul is closing in on the station. Beta Wing, you're being retasked. Take down those Gradlons.
GTC Raywick requesting bar cap.
Beta, break. Head back to the station and prepare for intercept.
Oh, hells. Yeast bombers are after our cruisers. Tactical. Set missile stations for covering fire. Nardi, follow us in.
Come on, follow us.
They're on me like a cheap suit!
Mortar capacity down to 50%.
You're good to go. Who's next?
Pilots, we must clear a path for the fireships. The Animo forces have split to cover Yamoja. Destroy those Karas and any bombers in range.
We have taken down the Grushki.
Excellent.
They're on me like a cheap suit!
Enemy reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, Inadam is repairing itself quickly. I see. It was at 50% earlier. It's 76 now.
Theosysmi is going down! Amanu, this might be as good as we can do for clearing a path. What do you advise?
The faithful aboard the ship have met the enemy.
We agree with you, Alpha 2, and we're out of time. We're prepping the fireships for launch now. Marking another defense platform destroyed.
Another checkpoint.
Pilots, the fireships are prepped. Launching in 2 minutes. Get ready.
2 minutes?
They're
Hold
on
up.
me like a cheap suit!
The fireships are launching now. They will make straight for the carrier fighter bay. Alpha and Beta, see them in.
That wasn't 2
Understood.
minutes.
Assuming escort of Sigma Wing. We've sustained too much damage. Bulkheads are collapsing on deck 7.
No one's
They're
attacking you,
on me like a
Rewick.
cheap suit!
Enemy reinforcements have arrived.
You got chipped on Scott. Close range arrival.
We got 2 flat platforms left.
They're on me like a cheap suit!
Be careful, everyone. We've got incoming.
They're on me like a cheap suit!
Beta Wing is dead.
25 Meadow Street.
Well, there goes
But I got
the
pilot.
Hertz. They had a good run.
The time for redemption is here.
Sigma Wing fireships designated and launching now, pilots. The GTC Rewick is burning out.
Damn
Flight
it.
5 is no longer responding, marking as destroyed.
Lavoisier here. Our power I'm holding your diagnostics now.
Our grid's trying to fail, saying the front drill system is active.
Taking fire, can't extend. Cover me.
GTA fighter, GTC Neptune. We're being targeted.
Now this looks like a fight worth fighting.
Hull breach in sectors 4 and 5. Partitions are holding for now. Pilots, supplement their defense screen.
One's almost there.
Damn it, GTA.
Reading successful detonation inside the carrier fighter bay.
Excellent. Over this flat platform.
3 marks, 6 high. They've blasted our engine superstructure. Another hit like that and we'll be done for.
Drone launchers seem to have stopped. We did it!
Another checkpoint reached.
Captain, our sensor suite isn't detecting any new drone launches. Pilots, sweep the area and prepare for whatever's next. It's their move.
I need a 01 and picking up speed. Captain! Let it go. Focus on defense of Amanu. Cameras and 4 gens arriving via subspace. They're taking up positions around the carrier.
You're good to go. Who's next?
Commander, Harewood is losing armor pressure.
Pilots, the priority now is saving lives. Don't take any risks you don't have to. Protect the fleet and let the drones go.
The Abyss encircles us. Do not falter in your escort.
Protect Sixlid, protect Harewood, protect Amanu Station.
Direct hit the starboard. Adjust the port and bring the cruisers in range. Why do they keep targeting me?
Oh, I'm shooting gunships here. They're jumping out.
They're leaving! We did it! Support, I'm Winchester.
I'm pulling your diagnostics now, Alpha 1.
Pilots, let's celebrate later. We're still in a precarious position. We've got a fleet to repair and RPs to secure. This isn't over.
Of course it's not.
SAR transport's clearing the hangar now. Alpha and Beta, we're ready to receive you. Xi and Kai are next. I've been told Lieutenant Schreier has a case of her worst moonshine waiting.
That looks like a fighter bay. Oh boy. That was something. Hard telling which way is up.
We live to fight another day, pilots. Your defense of Amanu Station was nothing short of heroic, and our basic fighting ability remains intact. Combat engineers are cataloging functional elements of the defense grid, SDS ships are lending their support to Amanu's infirmary, and HOL recon elements have joined what's left of the LNA sensor net to keep tabs on the Inidem fleet. So far, they seem to be in full retreat. With the Inidem carrier's hangar offline, we've bought ourselves a reprieve, but given the self-repair capabilities the ship has demonstrated, a reprieve is the best we can hope for. Inidem will not take this loss laying down, and we don't have any spare installations to flee to. Nevertheless, it will be some time before it can resume its offensive,
We hope.
and LNA plan to take the opportunity to replace their destroyed sensor buoys, so we should have some advance warning. With that in mind, we should be mindful of the human element of our Orbat. You fought a hard battle, pilots. Splice the main brace, hit the gym or the infirmary, catch up on sleep, or whatever else you need to do until ops resume tomorrow. While your defense of Amanu Station was admirable, Allied casualties aboard the station and defending warships were high. Memorial services will be ongoing as we have capacity. On the other hand, the LNA's Elcano habitat survived the battle. Without immediate pressure, we believe the space frame can be made jump-capable before Inidem resumes its attack. It is fortunate that we had enough warship assets to screen both the habitat and Amanu, for which we much thank you as well. Station staff are working double time to coordinate SAR and salvage ops. Once the immediate situation quiets down, our commanders are meeting to decide how to best capitalize on Inidem's retreat. Expect news on that soon. You've won a hard-fought victory today. Prepare yourself for whatever may come next, pilots. We'll need you at your best. Dismissed.
Alright, no recommendations, so I don't think there was much more I could have done to save the Rewick. At least not without sacrificing my primary mission. 78 command points for destroying Inidem drones. I guess there's some amount per drone.
We live to fight another day, pilots. Your defense of Amanu Station was nothing short of heroic.
26
and
total
our
kills
basic
with
fighting
19
ability
assists.
remains intact.
8
Combat
commas, 10
engineers are
Ankus,
cataloging
and 8
functional elements of the
assaults.
defense grid. SDS ships are
Bring
lending
our
their
all-time
support
total to
to Amanu's
234
infirmary,
with 81
and HOL
assists.
recon elements have joined what's left of
So
the
this
LNA
was
sensor
V
net
at
to
Animo,
keep tabs on the Inidem fleet.
the
So far,
19th
they seem
mission
to be in full
of
retreat.
18th and 19th, I forget, mission
With
of
the Inidem carrier's hangar offline,
Between
we've
the
bought
Ashes, the
ourselves a
growing
reprieve,
silence for
but
Freespace
given
2
the
here on
self-repair
Paladin Gaming.
capabilities the
This
ship
is
has
Paladin
demonstrated,
Gaming
a
signing
reprieve
off.
is the best we can hope for. Inidem will not